Ooh, baby, it's a wild world. Um, is there an echo?
Yeah, sorry, I got it. Got it.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Sorry,
My
everybody.
bad.
We had the sky fall on it. It was audio hell day at the. I woke up this morning, Shanda, and turned it on, and I'm expecting to hear your dulcet tones filtering through my brain, and I got nothing. And then we set up the studio, and Oz said, "Hey, we have no sound." So that's why we're late. We apologize. We're 6 minutes after the hour. Good morning, everybody. How are you, Shanda?
Oh, trying not to be fucking depressed. 4 years I've waited for this day. I was supposed to be in Milwaukee. I was an elected PCO for 4 years, so that way I was inside the Democratic Party to represent Bernie Sanders, and I was a Bernie victory captain, and I ran for delegate, and it's all a waste of fucking time and energy.
Oh no, no! Be positive. Be the ball, Danny.
I'm positive it was a waste of time and energy.
Well, I don't know. Some of our friends are still trying. Let's shout out. You do the shout outs this morning. You've got much
Shout
better.
out. We got
Shout out.
Jilly Love and Bill Gabriel. Bill, I agree. Let's see what else do we got going on here. The accidental activist. What the hell am I doing in there?
I don't know. I don't know. Is that your clone or is that another Mandela side effect?
I don't
Jilly,
know.
Jilly, Jilly, Jilly. Jilly's comment. What a horror show! Watching with Pappy, Richard Medhurst. I'm assuming his reaction, faces, and chat were hilarious. I bet it was. It was funny. And in between vomiting, cyclic vomiting, I managed to get through it. And we're going to go into that in a little bit. So, hey, insight and awareness. Got your pitchfork all sharpened up. She's got her pitchfork.
Oh, you gave her a pitchfork.
Yeah, I mean, I think Barbara said, give insight and awareness a wrench, man. We got too many trolls. Yes, we did. This weekend it was
Yeah, we did.
troll heaven, troll heaven. Now, what,
TC
I want to
Townsend.
feature what you had a new name you were called this morning. What was it? It was Muffin something. What was it?
Nazi muffin.
Nazi Muffin. That's bordering on Nazi Barbie. I mean,
And all I said was whatever. It was a Rolling Stone post where they were talking about the opening act at the DNC, and I just put a eye rolling whatever, and somebody was like, "Whatever, you Nazi muffin."
oh my God, they must be the MSNBS crowd. I mean, over there.
Yeah, Rolling Stone. Yeah.
Yeah, Rachel Maddow and Joy Reid, and who else was in there peeing their pants over the speeches last night? Brian Williams, he had that. I'll show you guys later. It was just that, yeah, look, bobblehead, that spring in his neck has got to be one of those heavy duty ones they use to lift trucks because his head's going like this really hard. Anyway, hey, Bill Gabriel. Oh my gosh, TC. Good morning, TC. TC Townsend says, "Good morning."
Good morning.
Everybody's mellow today. I hope I didn't crush anybody's brains with my rant yesterday. Yeah, let's talk about Alex Morris.
Ah, this poor guy.
This, if you want to do another Crowley or a potentially a Pelosi and get rid of these corporate Dems, we in our entire network, and I think I can speak for all of us, get rid of Richard Neal and support Alex Morris. Go to his site, back him up, because they have done such a smear job on him because they're so afraid of Richie Neal. Richie Neal, their corporate connection to the money, losing
Always.
like an AOC Crowley situation, and we hope a Shahid Buttar Pelosi situation. Go help out Alex. I mean, what did they go after him because he was gay and he was dating people?
Yeah. It's the only thing they could think to do. And that's just how lack of morals they have.
Homophobic, say?
Homophobic. Yeah. We know they're all closet homophobes and closet racists. And
Yeah, and Alex stood up, came out, spoke to it, and it was bullshit. And it was a smear
bullshit.
job. It was typical establishment smear job. So that's our Alex Morris, and we're going to follow this even more. This is the party that's encouraging all of us to vote for Joe Biden, and but Trump. So anyway,
But Trump.
But Trump. What else we got today here, Shandy? We got something fun.
I don't know. I didn't want to talk about the damn shit show for a whole hour. I mean, I know we have some of that stuff in there, and we'll talk about the platitudes and bullshit that they're spewing, but I hope we have some other stuff.
Well, let's get this over with. It's like, God, take your medicine while you can. Now, is this how they opened the debate, or was this something that they did?
I didn't watch. I won't give them one fucking click.
Okay.
The only reason I'm watching is so we can talk about it.
This was a cringeworthy moment. I believe. I believe. Yeah.
Oh, this Kyle Klinsky tweeted out. This is when the Republicans won.
Right here, this one.
Yeah.
This
was when Trump won.
This is when the Republicans won. Okay.
Good God.
There's something happening here, but it ain't exactly clear. There's a man with a gun over there telling me I got to beware. Think it's time we stop. Children, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. There's battle lines being drawn. Nobody's right, everybody's wrong.
I think he had a nice voice. Don't?
Yeah.
Nice voice. You know, you were the talent scout for the musicians the singers back in the day. What would you rate this guy? Pretty good on the voice, right?
Well, yeah, if it was 1985. And,
I was just going to say, I mean, it's like, I was going to see, this is the land of illusion, with puppets and stuff. And it's like.
I was thinking Terrence Trent D'Arby or something.
Oh, my God. Yeah. How about what's
Wishing
that?
well.
Yeah. It's like the metaphors behind that thing were just terrific. They spoke to nothing.
Yet again, they co-opt a great song.
Yeah. And they basically, I know Neil Young's trying to sue Trump. Can we sue this guy? Sue the Dem convention for that? I bet you they probably got permission because they want to screw us the right way.
Yeah, they're corporate. They got it.
Yeah, I just, I'm still kind of like in pain. Let's make that pain more so. Can you tell us?
Oh God, no.
Let's just get it over with. Let's break it off.
Okay, get it over with. Like a shot through my heart. Actually, this was like 2 days ago. This was before the convention.
I can't. Honest to God, I can't just do a straight piece on convention. And for all the people who love and adore Bernie, I might upset you a little bit here, but I'm not really going to. But anyway, I'll just listen to Kamala. And diet because of cow farts. I don't get it. Maybe you guys can explain it to me.
Certain countries have changed their dietary guidelines to reduce the consumption of red meat in light of the impact of the climate change.
Yeah.
If elected, will you be supporting change in dietary guidelines? And then how will you plan on implementing the changes so that people effectively change their diets?
Yeah, I mean, and thank you, Carol, for your work and the question.
She's trying to think of an answer. It's why she said that.
You're raising in a broader context, which is that as a nation, we actually have to have a real priority at the highest level of government around what we eat and in terms of healthy eating, because we have a problem in America. And we can talk about all that we are now, the subject of this conversation. We can talk about the amount of sugar in everything. We can talk about soda. We could go on and on. So the answer is yes. But I will also say this. The balance that we have to strike here frankly, is about what government can and should do around creating incentives and then banning certain behaviors. I mean, just to be very honest with you, I love cheeseburgers from time to time, right? I mean, I just do. And I think that, but there has to be also what we do in terms of creating incentives that we will eat in a healthy way, that we will encourage moderation, and that we will be educated about the effect of our eating habits on our environment. And we have to do a much better job of that, and the government has to do a much better job of that. We have, yeah.
So, I mean, I'm just saying, you love cheeseburgers. I mean, we all do. I don't know whether
you know, from time to
try
time,
the
I don't
Beyond
eat them every
Burger,
day,
the Impossible
but, yeah.
Burger, right? They try, but
Right.
it's not quite the same. That's my personal opinion. But would you support changing the dietary guidelines?
Yes.
You know, the food pyramid. What people
Yes. Yes.
To reduce red meat specifically.
Yes, I would. And
She was so far off the fucking question on that one.
Yeah, it was like.
Am I wrong? That was a question about factory farming and climate change, and she made it about the food pyramid and sugar
and cheeseburgers.
and about us and what we're going to do to change our eating habits.
Yeah, I mean, you have a serious question. I believe it was very serious from a French journalist about the factory farming and how our, you know, our love of or our preconditioning to meat and everything else as, you know, having a horrible effect on our environment and our health. And she started talking about Beyond Burgers and cheeseburgers and cow farts, I guess.
Yeah, no real policy, no real plan, no real thought of how we can even implement any change.
Yeah, this is your wannabe VP for the Biden-Harris ticket. So
Trump bad. Hey, you guys in the chat, I did see that Jordan Trump rally thing. Oh my God, how insane, right? God, they're so, you know, we spend a lot of time tearing down the neo-libs and the establishment Democrats, but God, don't ever forget how stupid those Trumpers are. I mean, go watch that Jordan status quo clip. Jordan does a great job of getting out in the street and interviewing everyday people. Wow, is all I could say. It was so painful, I had to shut it off halfway through. I couldn't even finish watching it.
well, yeah, if we equally doled out the joy and the
Right.
we'd have to have a 3-hour show and everybody would frickin' be gone in 5 seconds. So, you know, I mean, if we're going to talk about the left and try and superimpose it over the center and center-right establishment, we've got a big job here. It's just, you know, there's nothing about left these guys are. And thanks for bringing that up, Shanda, because we get to talk about how these very progressive speakers came into the convention last night. Here's one of the real progressive speakers, and this is John Kasich, and I think he's still a Republican, isn't he?
Could be.
Could be.
Sure, there are Republicans and independents who couldn't imagine crossing over to support a Democrat.
Couldn't imagine.
They fear Joe may turn sharp left and leave them behind. I don't believe that because I know the measure of the man. It's reasonable,
turn sharp right.
faithful, respectful.
Reasonable,
And you know,
faithful, respectful.
no one pushes Joe around.
No one pushes Joe around.
No one
Especially
pushes-
from the right.
No one pushes Joe around. So for anyone who got your hopes up that maybe he might move a little bit, you know, to the left, maybe embrace things like healthcare for all or any of those crazy ideas that we're into, John Kasich is there to
isn't
assure
that
you.
amazing?
Don't worry, guys. He's going to be on our team.
They basically trotted out John Kasich to be like, if for all those people who worry he's going to go to the left, he's not. And so you basically are nuking any of the real progressive case for Biden.
Right.
Freudian slip. Sauger said Bernie.
Yeah, how just disgusting. You know, this just talks to the center thinks that they're going to pull right every fucking time. Hillary reached for the right. Biden's reaching for the right. If the right wanted to be on the left, they would already fucking be there. It's because it's one big party. It's one big club. And
What does
We're not
this
a part
tell
of
you
it.
about the Democratic establishment? They're not reaching over to the left. They want to be more like the extreme right. That's why they're reaching out. Hey guys, we're just like you. We're going to support the Wall Street, and you know, nothing will fundamentally change. Joe Biden. That was what. April 2020. Nothing will fundamentally change. Well, I think John said that. I got to point out they had quite a few Republican speakers on last night. And lest we forget, these Republicans have been going after the post office, Social Security, after, trickle down economics works, no new taxes, strangle the country in the bathtub, all that stuff. They're bringing that ilk into this convention. And we said yesterday, they might as well just merge them, because you have the same damn speakers or the same ilk speaking at the Democratic convention as you. Democratic. Why do I even say that? It's not democratic. It's
No, there's
it's
no democracy
it's
left.
it's a dim thing. Anyway, Kasich, if you check his record and look at how Ohio really felt about Kasich, it's going to make your hair fall out. Well, not mine, but everybody else's. So yeah, I mean, really, truly, what do you want to take away from this before we move on to the next speaker?
That Joe is not sharp. He is not going to take a sharp left anywhere. He's already on the right. He's going to stay on the right. And if you believe that he's moving left, you have been completely duped.
Yeah, completely duped. And we have to remind you again, AOC got a recorded 60-second clip. And
Today, right?
I think it's today. It better be gospel from the book of our Lord, because you coming behind the likes of John Kasich, it's pretty bad. And they got in a little fight yesterday, little tizzy. Kasich what was he calling AOC? She was like nothing or something like that.
Oh yeah, I saw something about that.
Yeah, it's like, really, the show. So compliments to everybody who went to, like Richard Medhurst, Pappy, and Convo Couch. I mean, Pasta was just tearing it up in his in his links last night about all of this stuff. And again, I'm not even going to show you the Facebook, because I just want.
Thank you.
I just want to cut to the Bernie Sanders speech. Now, guys, don't be mad at me. Okay, I'm gonna go after Bernie after this a little bit, and I promise I won't scream.
Oz, I gotta ask, where the fuck is he? Why is there all that wood behind him? They got him locked in a cabin in Vermont somewhere?
Yeah, I think. Well, I don't know. Is that a green screen? If it is, it's.
No, that's not a green screen, because I saw the 2 minutes leading up to this. It was kind of funny. Bernie was bossing Jane around and saying, "Shoo, get out of here," that type of thing, being the grumpy old man. But no, it's not a green screen at all.
I had it and lost it, but so again,
Grumpy Bernie.
Yeah, Grumpy Bernie. I think that's when we started encountering audio problems. I couldn't get it seated here, but let's.
Yeah, I can't imagine he was happy about having to do that yesterday.
Let's hear Bernie talk about how Joe is going to be for us. How he is going to be. Now, Bernie's, I don't know how he prefaces it. Let's just give it a listen.
Same shit he always does.
I know that Joe Biden will begin that fight on day one. Let me offer you just a few examples of how Joe will move us forward. Joe supports raising the minimum wage to $15 an hour. This will give 40 million workers a pay raise and push the wage scale up for everyone else. Joe will also make it easier for workers to join unions, create 12 weeks of paid family leave, fund universal pre-K for 3- and 4-year-olds, and make child care affordable for millions of families. Joe will rebuild our crumbling infrastructure and fight the threat of climate change by transitioning us to 100% clean electricity over the next 15 years.
2035.
These initiatives will create millions of good-paying jobs all across our country. As you know, we are the only industrialized nation not to guarantee health care for all people. While Joe and I disagree on the best path to get universal coverage, he has a plan that will greatly expand health care and cut the cost of prescription drugs. Further, he will lower the eligibility age of Medicare
to 60.
From 65 down to 60. To help reform our broken criminal justice system, Joe will end private prisons and detention centers, cash bail, and the school-to-prison pipeline. And to heal the soul of our nation, Joe Biden will end the hate and division Trump has created. He will stop the demonization of immigrants, the coddling of white nationalists, the racist dog whistling, the religious bigotry, and the ugly attacks on women. My friends, I say to you, to everyone who supported other candidates in the primary, and to those who may have voted for Donald Trump in the last election, the future of our democracy is at stake. The future of our economy is at stake. The future of our planet is at stake. We must come together, defeat Donald Trump, and elect Joe Biden and Kamala Harris as our next president and vice president. My friends, the price of failure is just too great to imagine. Thank you.
Barbara, thank you, Barbara. Thank you. I'm glad to hear about the clusterfuck convention from Daily Dive News instead of having to watch it. Yeah, Barb.
Yeah, us too. We didn't want to watch it either. But I just have one question. Why is Bernie the only one talking about policies that Joe Biden might roll out? You didn't hear any of that shit coming out of his mouth. You didn't hear it out of Kamala. You didn't hear none of the establishment Democrats are talking policy. The only person talking policy is Bernie, and it's all platitudes anyways.
Well, you know, it's like, and my friend Joe Biden, although he lied 5 times in the last debate, and he's lied pretty much all of his career, and he wrote the crime bill, and he's advocated cuts to Social Security, my friend will do all this great stuff, which doesn't amount to much when you consider lowering it from the age for Medicare from 65 to 60 when,
that'll never happen.
HRC wanted to lower it to 50. He's, and making things more affordable. What happened to Medicare for All, Bernie, and universal health care? You're backing this up. And I know this is the pivotal time in our life. This election is so important because the future of our planet depends on it. Well, the future of our planet depends on a lot of factors. And to have somebody like Joe Biden, who is getting money hand over fist from all the lobbyists, from the whole spectrum of all the bad shit, I'm just wondering how that's going to really help us move forward. It boils down to but Trump, right? But Trump. That's it. But Trump. Shanda, come on, help me out here. I know that you adore Kamala Harris and Joe Biden, and you're one of their biggest proponents. Please explain to us why that is.
You know, the most shocking thing about this to me is going to be when they fucking lose and they stand there and go, why? Russia bad. Russia interfered. They can't ever look at what they're doing and the fact that they're screwing off most of the country. How many people are going to be evicted in the next month? We're not talking about anything that's actually affecting the people. And the stupid platitudes Bernie spits at us, and only Bernie, are what ifs and maybes that could happen 10 years down the fucking road. We ain't got 10 years on climate change. I'm sorry, that passed a while ago.
Yeah, you're not going to have any ice up at the pole in 10 years, the way it's going. I don't need to talk to all of our who follow environmental issues. We know 10 years. 10 years. Go ahead, chat. Tell me how much 10 years is going to devastate the Arctic and the planet.
We'll never get to zero.
We'll never
emissions,
never
even in 10 fucking years, 20 years, even if we tried now, even if we passed a law saying it's illegal at this very moment.
Yeah.
What people don't understand is it's already in motion. It's already happened. The water's already warmed.
Yep.
The acidic levels have already changed. So even if we stopped at this very, very moment, it's too fucking late.
Well, people are going to say, well, Shanda, what options do we have at this point? We have to butt Trump.
Dude, you ain't got no options.
You ain't got no options. You ain't got no, I'm getting no.
And they know it.
Yeah, I'm getting, so far, this convention, I'm getting no satisfaction. However, there are a lot of people who are just jumping for joy and they're crying their eyes out. This is wonderful. And I just, instead of beating a dead horse, let me just finish. Bernie, thank you again thanks for the memories. Thanks for what you tried to do. I hope you were totally sincere because it sure looks like it. But this right here, That wasn't sincere. It's almost like he was hoping. I hope Joe Biden. He should have prefaced it. I hope Joe Biden does this and does that. Not he will, or I'm confident.
Right.
I hope. I mean, Bernie is giving us a hope and change speech right there. He's not giving us a what this guy's going to do for you. There's no substance. We saw the poll yesterday. 56% of the voting demographic is just voting for the Harris Biden ticket because of Trump. Whereas Trump's got all these reasonings down the list of why his side's voting for them, crazy as they may be. There's a breakdown, but the majority, the big statistic there was 56% is just going to vote for a Harris Biden ticket because of Trump. And that should scare the shit out of you because they just peddled that in 2016 and the outcome wasn't so good. Admittedly,
Yeah.
And it's getting tighter according to some polls, CNN,
Yep.
and don't listen. I mean, who's the idiot that's the five? What's his name?
Nate Silver.
Nate Silver. Jesus Christ! Just push him aside.
71%. Yeah, that's what he said for Hillary.
71%, and it's not even it's almost the same for Biden, isn't it? Close.
Yeah,
to that?
he predicted the same exact numbers for Biden that he did for HRC.
Well, that's good. He didn't have to do any numeric work, so
Nah, it worked so well for him last time.
that's good. Let me see.
But I want to wrap Bernie's speech up in just one thing. I am not a Ralph Nader. That's all he had to say.
Yeah. I think Kalinske said that. Bernie, the only reason Bernie has bent the knee so hard, or Jimmy even said that maybe, and some of the other ones you might like or dislike, he doesn't want to become a Ralph Nader. It's too late in life for him, and he wants to go to the parties. And in fairness, he doesn't want to be a Ralph Nader, so Nader. He wants to maintain his platform, which he can speak actual truth and reality and substance from. And that's probably the deal he made with the devils. Okay, don't Naderize me. Let me speak to this. It's never going to happen, but I still want to keep, hope for the future. I honestly believe that, and sincerely, I think he needs to go that direction, I guess. Some people might disagree with me, but he does need to keep his platform as long as he's breathing. I'm going to give him that because
let him have his platform.
Yeah.
He's waking people up. He does inspire the youth, and it's really freaking sad to see the youth vote be face planted not once but twice in the last 5 years.
Oh, they're getting thrown down a flight of stairs that is unending.
So many times.
But
I do give it to Bernie. Bernie woke a lot of people up, including myself. He got a lot of us involved.
Yeah.
I can't help but have a little bit of hope that there's so many of us that have been activated that we are at least putting a stress on this system.
Yeah,
and we know that by how much they're cheating and fighting back. So just keep pushing. What can we do?
They're killing us on health.
It's like this, Bernie, in every war, the man next to you who's carrying the flag gets hit and goes down. What do? You reach down, you pick that flag up and you keep going. And that's what we got to do. We got to keep going, man down. Sorry, you're down, but we got to keep going.
I understand that metaphor. Absolutely. And I don't know what kind of flag I'd be sporting these days because the flag, the flag has been just so over.
Apparently there's multiple American flags. Did you know this?
I see them on MAGA people. They wear them for shorts and headbands and everything. Not those.
No, we have a flag. It's called a national flag that's supposed to fly during peace times. And then our regular flag is the one that we have up during war times. Now, I didn't know any of this. I had an independent teach it to me, 6 months ago. So, yeah, there is another American flag out there. Research it.
I'd probably want to redesign the American flag to show the indigenous people of this country that we genocide as a reminder. This is what we did.
Yep.
We are going to carry our shame and we are going to uplift
and we
these
still
people.
Genocide.
And the slave trade. The Chinese immigrants who were brutalized. That's how I'd make the flag personally, and I'd put a saying underneath this. This must not stand. What must stand are these memories, what we have done wrong, and it probably plays into the honoring the Confederate big shots for their bullshit. So again, am I anti-American? No, I am pro the species of the planet, the people of all nations, the ones that are getting killed and bombed out of existence by the oligarchs who are destroying us on a daily basis. And we're buying this bullshit. So again, I can only say so much about Bernie now. He's somebody that's going to have a legacy in my mind that's mostly a thoughtful legacy. But God damn it, you got to pick up that Bernie flag, Shanda. Everybody in the shout's got to pick up that Bernie flag. Change it up a little bit. This guy started it. We're going to finish this goddamn thing.
We're humanists, Oz. We're fucking humanists. We care. I care what happens to the people of Lebanon and Iran and Yemen and
Syria.
Venezuela. Do you know that these fucking asshats could not stay and do their job and vote for a stimulus package for the American people, but they managed to put new sanctions on Lebanon, which just blew up before they left for their vacation.
Kind of strange that happened. What's the timing about that?
Yeah, what is the timing about that? You just never know. But and we know what sanctions are. Sanctions hurt the most vulnerable of the population, right? So fucking kudos. Way to go, guys.
Okay. What's the name they called you again this morning?
I'm a Nazi muffin.
Nazi muffin. Okay, muffin. Here we go. Let's do a little introspection on Michelle Obama's speech here, and I don't want to show
this show sucks today. I want to do something fun.
I know. I think we're bringing some of our folks down again. I don't think we need to show the speech. I think Michelle Obama's. Well, I thought she was a nice person.
She says it can and it will get worse.
Okay.
Is that a promise?
Yeah. I just don't know which clip to play first. Okay, let's try this one. CNN, MSNBS, fawn over Michelle Obama's adequate speech. Yeah, it was an adequate speech.
Okay.
Trump said that she recorded it like a week ago.
She did? Okay.
Yeah.
Original there. Donald Trump is bad. That's the theme of the whole convention. That's the theme of the whole presidency. That's all they've had to say for 4 years. So it's not like this was anything really particularly new or different.
You're being gaslit before your eyes, like the greatest speech of all time. What are you talking about? The Obamas. I think Obama has probably given one great speech in his whole life, that 2004 speech, and I'm not going to dismiss it. I thought it was one of the greatest political speeches of all time. But you don't need to like gin up everything and say like, oh, it was so historic, it was so amazing. And that's fine. America will actually tolerate that and still receive it in a very realistic manner.
Okay, I'm going to time warp back to the beginning of this so I can give you some context. It was an okay speech. Let's see.
It was
as we covered here previously. Michelle Obama was the keynote speaker at last night's DNC, and she's a very talented person. And in a night of a lot of cringe,
yes,
she was fine. She was fine. It was a totally solid, normal, sort of all right performance. Let's take a listen.
So let me be as honest and clear as I possibly can. Donald Trump is the wrong president for our country. He has had more than enough time to prove that he can do the job, but he is clearly in over his head. He cannot meet this moment. He simply cannot be who we need him to be for us.
So pretty standard
Anodyne.
line. You'd hear it, on MSNBC any hour of the day, all day long.
Yeah.
But if you watch the political coverage of this, you would have thought it was the greatest speech in American political history.
I didn't immediate reaction to the speech. Just take a listen.
You have an audience in that hall. You have 17,000 people screaming and cheering your name and lifting you, giving you that emotion. Michelle Obama did that entire speech alone in a room to a camera. It was the most brilliant, I think, political performance to camera that we've seen since Ronald Reagan. And she's not even a politician. 4 years ago, I said this, and I got in trouble with the former president, but Barack Obama is one of the greatest orators in America, and he's only the second best speaker in his own house.
Is that Paul Begala? Yeah, it's Paul Begala. I mean,
I have no idea who that rat face is.
Sure. Well, I just want to know where his baton and his pom-poms are. That's the other thing. I want to get to this. This is the one that killed me the most, was the panel on MSNBS.
Oh my God, what are you doing to me today?
I know, I'm torturing, but like Barbara said, you didn't have to watch the convention, just get some bits and pieces here. And by the way, I think, what is it, tomorrow night Is tomorrow night? Is tonight? Is Bill Clinton coming on tonight? I'm so excited about that.
The only way I would watch this convention is if somebody sent me a message saying, "Hey, the whole fucking thing's on fire. Turn it on." That's the only way I
Oh my
watch
God.
it.
Somebody needs to run fire, but it's virtual. Where do they run? To their bathrooms? Hide under their beds?
Yeah.
Anyway, let's see.
Do we got a troll?
Check out Brian Williams here. Check out Brian Williams. Watch this guy, man. This is great.
This. She delivered epic shade.
Epic shade.
It is what it is. Yeah. Was the line that Donald Trump had about deaths.
Oh my God,
Every
Rachel
single
Pico's.
death, every single American life lost in this pandemic is the destruction of an entire family unit, of a universe, of a community, of a school, if it was a teacher, of a hospital, if it was a doctor.
Look at Brian Williams.
For her
Could you found any worse shit to show me? Like they're the worst of the worst.
Epic shade.
Epic shade.
Here's what
Sager.
Rachel Maddow
Here's what
said.
Rachel Maddow said.
I need you to tell you something. Having seen the presidency so up close, I mean, my heart dropped about 4 inches in my chest.
And I filled up my Depends.
She don't have a heart. Her heart dried up and fucking turned black the minute she sold Bernie Sanders out in 2015.
Well, that's what those Rhodes Scholars do. Right.
Oh my gosh, that is just infuriating.
Yeah.
I cannot handle that. Brian Williams, what the fuck's he doing back on TV? Didn't he get caught lying
Yeah,
over and over and over?
They gave him a 6-month timeout and relegated him to some.
Oh, that's
some little
right.
shitty
Time
show.
out. Now you got to go to
Kind of
MSNBS.
show. But you know, didn't Hillary Clinton come under fire somewhere and she was bullshitting about? Was that Bosnia or somewhere? No.
Oh yeah. She had to take cover and
Yeah,
run.
I mean,
yeah.
it's all about lying.
Even though their diplomatics
Yeah.
were out there shaking hands and
Long story short, guys, you didn't miss anything. I mean, it was the saddest part to me was Bernie bending the knee again, doing what he was told, and you can bet that they previewed his script for his speech, and they were probably just loving it. On the other side of the dial, I think MSNBS had Michael Moore on, and he was favorably saying, "Yeah, we need to vote for Joe Biden because of Trump." But I guess the followers of MSNBS just nailed him. What are you having that traitor on for? Why are you featuring him when he was on there kind of sort of saying, "Okay, I'm on your side now. Let's get rid of Trump and then we'll start over." This is the hypocrisy behind the establishment and the followers of that establishment. I went into my tirade yesterday. I'm not going to do it again. But everybody in the chat, you tell me what the Democratic Party, what the leadership of the party has done for the people in the last 4 decades compared
what
to
have you done for me lately?
Yeah. What have they done for the people versus the corporations? And you all know, because you're all engaged, they've done so much for the corporations between the FCC, between technology and tax cuts, and now this CARES Act that has basically just given the corporate oligarchy trillions and trillions of dollars, and they're on course to do it again. And every time Bernie takes credit for any of that, indirectly or not, you can say, "Oh, he didn't take credit for that, the $600, the $1,200. That's the crumbs from the table when you're talking about trillions of dollars to such a small proportion of the society. But they're the job creators. Bullshit. They're the job exporters. Yeah. They're the ones that stop you
Trade
from getting
deals.
health care. I submit to everybody in this chat, because of the leadership in both parties, that they have committed murder, not only around the world, but through our own shitty system of healthcare. They have bankrupt Americans. They've put us out of our homes. They've destroyed any hope and change for our future with the grip of the judicial system, the lawmakers, the laws that have favored all of the oligarchs and all of the special interests and all of the foreign countries, Saudi Arabia and Israel, two big ones.
Dubai.
Dubai, I mean, my God. So, while they're paying for their populace, we're footing the bill. So I'm beating a dead horse again. This is nuts. So anyway, watch the convention if you wish. Vote for whoever you're going to want to fucking vote for. But for Christ's sake, think about the direct actions. Get in shape. Get off the meat. Start eating. Be permaculture, get off the shit that's bad. Shanda, isn't virtually everything in the grocery store except for, and even the produce department, is toxic to our systems. Everything.
Every fucking thing.
Everything. Boxed, frozen, processed, everything. We're going to have to go a little bit back to nature, guys. I'm already eating weeds, so I'm halfway there. Thanks to my
I'm getting there too. I'm eating a lot of weeds too.
Yeah, and honestly, we could probably.
But they're good with blue cheese
Is
dressing.
Cheese Man's in here. I mean, I could just prop up Cheese Man and he could educate everybody. And
Yeah,
he's a fighter. He's going to do it. But he's right. He's right. We need to take care of ourselves. We need to get healthy. We need to get off the couch. We need to exercise. And I do that when I'm not doing here. I get out and do work.
Yeah, he does. He does.
So
I can attest.
So I'm not advocating anything because the tough times are coming, baby, and we need to do it. So what do we got left here, Shanda, today? I don't have a lot of stuff.
We got the fires in my area we could talk about.
Okay.
I dropped that in the chat last
is
night.
that-
We had multiple lightning strikes on the Olympic Peninsula, which is where the Olympic National Rainforest is. And a couple of years ago, our rainforest caught on fire and it literally burned for 7 months because it gets down in the roots. And, we're talking steep terrains, hills. They're having to airlift firefighters in. So we had a fire that was man-created, started out on Lake Crescent, which is one of our most pristine, beautiful lakes in the Olympic Park.
Oh yeah,
and it's still on fire. So that was I don't know, 4 weeks ago. But yeah, these lightning strikes, they're saying that started the fires 2 nights ago. We're probably looking at fires burning until the rain comes.
Okay, and the rain's going to come when? In October?
Probably around October is normally when it gets here.
In Washington State, everybody in Vermont, truly, we are all experiencing this stuff. It's not unique to us. I think Yakima caught on fire too the other day, didn't it?
We have so many fires on the West Coast right now. California, Oregon, Washington State. And we're worried about Canada because I'm hearing Canada is having a lot of issues too. It's just the beginning and we are super dry. We had a drought during the spring. So it's going to be bad.
It was really dry. I mean, it was horrible. So meanwhile, we're setting fires around the world by bombing the shit out of everybody. Then we get Mother Nature, and Mother Nature's had it with us as far as I'm concerned. And
I wish she'd flick us off like the fleas we are.
Yeah. And truly, we need to start really looking at what we're doing in our everyday lives, how we conduct ourselves not only with our own physicality, but within nature. So again, I'm going to go talk to my girls for a second. You wanna finish out here with any final thoughts? I don't think I have anything left here. It's just been an easy day because it's just convention horseshit. So let me put you over there on the screen.
Yeah, I hear the girls going crazy. So I wish he would have thrown something else up for us to talk about, but apparently he got him shut. Nope. Get him, Oz, get him. Those bad puppies. You guys, I just got to say, don't let this shit get you down. Don't get depressed over the DNC. Just suck it up and move on. Affect change where you can. We can't change it within. We know this. I see a puppy coming in. Hi, puppies. So just do what you can. And you know what? Live for the moment. Be happy. Love family. Love friends. Thanks. Jeez, man. We made it through.
We made it through. How's the chat doing today?
The chat's doing good.
Yeah, the chat's doing good. Anyway, guys, we got a little bit of a short show today. So I just I apologize for my girls. I don't live in a kennel, by the way. Or maybe I do. But I've got two girls, and they like to bark at every time I do a show. So that's just me. It's not Shanda. So they're very happy girls. It was great. So what are we going to have tonight on the convention? Is it going to be Bill Clinton?
Mr. Syphilis himself.
Syphilis Bill.
Wow, Willie.
Flying on the Epstein Express. Honestly,
he's going to recant his times down on the Lolita Island.
Yeah, the Lolita Island. Yeah, we've got that. I know. Overall, the convention last night, virtually done. They tried to do it as if they would use an in-person convention, but they just couldn't seem to get it done. Other than that, I don't know what to say.
Which we knew they wouldn't.
Yeah,
we knew it would be this shit show.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. I'm just not getting any satisfaction, and I guess we need to get out of here. I'm running out of stuff to even go by. So
Well, we'll have Women's Wednesday tomorrow. Maybe we can get past this whole shit.
Yeah, I mean, I'm traumatized by that thing last night. It really was just a very choreographed in all the wrong ways, kind of a go Joe Biden, sort of a thing. When
Micro dice everything's nicer.
What's that?
Julie says microdose, it makes everything nicer. I bet it does.
Oh, God, yeah. Those were the days, my friend. I thought they'd never end.
That's right.
I mean, Jesus.
I think that's why we're so enlightened. I honestly think people that partook in psychedelics, their mind has been opened.
Al says, come on, Oz. The boxes of the food is still packaged and is still more nutritious. Well, yeah, I guess. I don't know. It's glyphosate is how they make Cheerios.
Did you see this McDonald's cheeseburger that they found in the pocket of a jacket that was 50 years old and it looked like it had rolled off the line yesterday?
No way. Come on.
Yeah, swear to God. I'll find you the clip. We'll play it tomorrow.
Honest to God, you know what? I have a hard time distinguishing a Play-Doh made McDonald's cheeseburger versus a real McDonald's cheeseburger.
You want to try a crazy cheeseburger, the AM/PM burger. I don't know what the hell that is. It isn't meat. It isn't soy. I don't know what it is.
So is it?
That's a crazy burger.
Beyond Burger? Is it made out of soy byproduct or is it just?
Well, yeah, it would have to be soy byproduct. I don't know. They are a crazy burger though.
Yeah, I just again, come on. Get that 3D printer up with biomatter. Use vegetable matter. Make your burgers or your steaks if you got to have the illusion. Again, I don't know anymore. Shit. I guess I just need to eat it and like it because they are starting to ration food in Washington State. Is that correct?
Yep.
They're starting to ration. Okay. We're just seeing the first parts of that. So grow your gardens, everybody.
But don't worry because the governor has been stockpiling food to be distributed by the food banks when we have no food.
Yeah, well, Chris Foster says Soylent Green, and I know that metaphor has been used, or that term has been used a lot over the years, but now it's getting serious. Soylent Green. So what are they going to make it out of? Seaweed or kelp or whatever, like they should, right?
Yeah, I like seaweed.
No, my wife gets those little seaweed.
Crackers?
Yeah, those seaweed, everything's seaweed. She says, this is healthy. Don't eat that other shit. And I go, okay, it's healthy coming out of the Fukushima enhanced ocean water. Okay.
Right? Oh my God. There is no help. There is no help.
We're doomed. We're doomed.
Doomed.
And,
that's why I can't wait for our new show, Beauty and the Boomer, because you know what? I'm so tired of walling in these same topics every day.
Yeah.
We're doomed. The empire is collapsing. Yeah. We're poisoned. Nobody's helping us.
We're trying to make them uplifting by laughing at our doom, our doom street.
Doomer is an actual thing, right?
Yeah, I know. I mean, the Natural Progressive has Dames of Doom going on Wednesdays usually. And
that's right.
Hi out to Chris. Get well soon, Chris. We miss you.
Yeah, we do miss you, Chris.
Yeah, our Natural Progressive. Anyway, jump over and watch Black Bear News. He's watching the planet dangle on the ledge and the fingers are coming off. So
Kevin. Check 11 o'clock Black Bear News. I love his reports on the environment.
Yeah, Joy had a great show last night. I didn't promote it yesterday. I know I'm still kicking my ass for it. The Unruly Hour with Savage Joy. She had independent presidential candidate Mark Charles, Native American. It's a really good interview.
I watched.
Yeah, it was really good, and it was something better to watch than the convention. That's for sure. What do we got coming up? We got Women's Wednesday tomorrow, and hopefully Oz won't have to stick his face in here. It'll be all ladies, but I'll be my honorary thing if we can't fill it. So I think Joy might be coming on tomorrow morning with us with Women's Wednesday.
I haven't hung out with Joy in a while.
Yeah, we need to talk about her book, and we need to talk about several other things. And no jokes off for 2 weeks. And Beauty and the Boomer, we're just going to keep working on that. And if we want to do some beta testing, we'll come on. What time? We're looking at 7:30 Pacific. For Beauty and the Boomer. We're working on graphics. So if anybody has any great graphics programs that an old idiot like me can run, please send them
Animations
too. It's Roar Media Live at gmail.com. roarmedialive@gmail.com. And plus our Patreons. Shanda, do you have your Patreon in there? We need to start getting some.
The Accidental Activist.
The Accidental Activist. And we're looking to upgrade Shanda's equipment too. So every little bit helps, whether it's $1 or $2 or $1 million. We'll take any of them. I guess that's it for today. Thank you, everybody in the chat. It's always fun having you in here. And you notice I wasn't yelling and screaming today, Schulte.
Yes, you showed great discipline. And yeah, thank you.
Yeah, some days, Mondays is just such a drag. I don't even.
Incredible.
My God, it's awful. But we'll continue. We'll have ongoing convention coverage as the week goes on. So remember, Hillary Clinton. That's going to be the big one on the 19th. I know everybody's excited about seeing Hillary, and believe me, I will be watching that one. So it's going to be material for days.
I'm just sad we're not there to boo them and,
I know.
march and chant and beat on the fence like this was us at the DNC 4 years ago. It makes me sad.
Yeah. Anyone can grow.
Opposition.
Anyone can grow tomatoes and zucchini. That's a fact.
That's a fact. I got both growing right now.
And the zucchinis, like I said the other day, my wife's growing zucchinis that would make John Holmes blush. So again, that's
I learned how to take a zucchini and turn it into a pineapple the other day.
Yeah. How do you do that? What do you do?
You just cut it up and you scoop the seeds out of it, cut it into little chunks, and then you put a cup of pineapple juice and a cup of sugar, but you can omit the sugar, just depending on how sweet you want it.
Yeah.
And then you put it in the oven or in your dryer and you let it dry, and it tastes just like a pineapple chunk.
So your dried zucchini pineapple chunk sort of things, right? Yeah.
Yes,
no, that sounds great.
Stuff like this.
And I'm gonna keep mentioning this to you guys. Our four-legged friends, dog food in particular, the healthiest thing that I believe you can do, and my wife's been doing it ever since we moved here. You grow pumpkins for days and they sit out there and you can't give them away, but they are excellent supplements with the dog food. She takes the seeds out, she cooks them up, she mixes them with the dog food. My girls are trim and fit, and the one is shiny. She's 9 years old, and man, she looks like she's 4. So just, a fair, just about a half a cup for a medium to large sized dog, half a cup of kibble, good kibble, something if you can find it.
Right.
Mix that pumpkin, that cooked pumpkin in out of your garden. And it does wonders for the tract, because dogs have a very short digestive tract, and this keeps them frequent and it keeps them healthy and helps them detox. It's natural. I can't say it enough. So that's my plug for the little four-legged friends food supplements, and it will extend your dog food double the amount of time and makes your animals healthier. So that's what we're talking about.
And that concludes our healthy living portion of the show.
Our healthy living portion of the show. Plus, all of you suffering from trauma over these conventions. It'll be over on Friday?
Smoke pot. Smoke lots of pot.
Lots of pot. I just can't get no satisfaction today. I mean, really. And that's what we have. We have Beverly Knight for our outco song. This gal, I think she gets it done. I've looked at a lot of these covers, and man, I think she just nails it. So goodbye, everybody. Tomorrow.
Bye, guys.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Keep those heads up and the mainstream media off.
Oh, yeah. I can't get no satisfaction.
Oh, yeah. Can't get no satisfaction. I can't get no satisfaction. But I try and I try. Lord, I try and I try. I can't get no. I can't get no. And I'm driving in my car. Come on the radio, he's telling me my satisfaction. I can't get no satisfaction, but I try and I try, Lord, I try and I try. I can't get no, I can't get no. When I'm watching my TV and a man come on and tells me how white my shirts could be, but he can't be a man 'cause he does not smoke the same cigarettes as me. Lord, I can't get me no, 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 no. Oh, hey, hey, hey. That's what I'm saying. Now listen, I can't get no satisfaction. I can't